Keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Tackled immediately after the catch. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it, using the quick game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Power football with the run. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
going on here? The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. The official says no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These a first down for the offense. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after... shot.
Of 22. First and goal, LSU.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And this kick will be marked down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback will keep it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Goodness gracious, I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both, maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
Not on your own 20.
Fair enough. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the end. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability.
Oh, what a grab by the defense! Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the run, it's Kane. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. At the 45 on his way. He's got...
The running back carry.
The change, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Going deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers!
Number 4.
That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop and headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a put.
Touchdown, LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Clemson, 14.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He tries to take the top off. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Makes his connection. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. With jet sweep pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the cover to stop him from getting the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Both have the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense...
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might...
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.